How manipulative people create emotional dependency. Most emotional dependency does not happen accidentally. It gets conditioned, slowly, repeatedly, psychologically. That's why people often become attached to relationships that are clearly hurting them. From the outside, it looks irrational. People ask, why don't they just leave? Why are they still attached? Why can't they move on? Because manipulation does not only affect emotions, it affects the nervous system. And manipulative people often create dependency by controlling emotional stability itself. One moment they give attention, the next moment they withdraw it. One day they make you feel deeply important, the next day emotionally invisible. That instability creates emotional craving because the nervous system starts chasing relief, not love. Relief. Relief from uncertainty. Relief from anxiety. Relief from emotional distance. Eventually, the manipulative person becomes psychologically associated with both the pain and the temporary relief from the pain. That creates attachment confusion. Now your nervous system stops asking, is this healthy? And starts asking, how do I get the connection back? That's the trap, because emotional dependency becomes strongest when someone controls your emotional highs and lows repeatedly. Inconsistency creates attachment. A lot of people think attachment comes from stability, but unstable reinforcement often creates stronger psychological attachment than consistency does, because unpredictability keeps the nervous system emotionally alert. When affection becomes inconsistent, attention becomes more valuable psychologically. Now your brain starts monitoring constantly. Are they upset? Why are they distant? What changed? How do I fix this? That emotional uncertainty increases focus, and increased focus increases attachment. This is why emotionally manipulative relationships often become obsessive mentally, not because the relationship feels safe, but because the nervous system becomes trapped trying to restore emotional stability. The manipulative person slowly becomes associated with emotional relief itself. Now validation feels addictive because it temporarily removes anxiety. And the more inconsistent the connection becomes, the more emotionally consuming it often feels. Manipulative people create emotional highs and lows. One of the strongest ways manipulation creates dependency is through emotional contrast. Extreme warmth followed by distance, affection followed by withdrawal, validation followed by criticism. Those emotional swings confuse the nervous system because now your brain starts associating emotional relief with the return of the manipulative person's attention. That creates powerful emotional conditioning. The brain begins craving the good moments because the good moments temporarily end the anxiety created by the bad ones. And that cycle becomes psychologically addictive. This is why manipulative relationships often feel emotionally intense. The intensity gets mistaken for connection. But intensity is not always love. Sometimes intensity is nervous system instability. Healthy relationships usually feel emotionally steady. Manipulative relationships often feel emotionally unpredictable. And unpredictability keeps people emotionally attached because the nervous system stays trapped searching for stability. Emotional dependency weakens self-trust. One of the biggest dangers of emotional dependency is that people slowly stop trusting themselves. Their emotional state becomes controlled by someone else's behavior. Now a text changes your mood. Their approval changes your confidence. Their distance changes your emotional stability. Their attention becomes psychologically regulating. That's dangerous because emotionally dependent people start organizing their behavior around maintaining connection instead of maintaining self-respect. Now boundaries weaken, over-explaining increases, emotional monitoring increases, self-abandonment increases. Instead of asking, what feels healthy for me? People start asking, how do I avoid losing them? That shift changes everything psychologically because once fear of emotional loss becomes stronger than self-protection, manipulation becomes much easier. Manipulative people train you through relief. Most people think manipulation only works through pain, but a lot of manipulation works through relief. The manipulative person creates anxiety, uncertainty, guilt, confusion, or emotional instability, then temporarily removes it through affection, reassurance, attention, or validation. Now your nervous system experiences relief, and relief feels powerful when anxiety has been elevated long enough. That's why emotionally manipulative relationships often create strong attachment, even when they are unhealthy. The brain starts associating the manipulative person with emotional regulation itself. Now your nervous system begins craving their reassurance the same way anxious people crave relief from pressure. And eventually the relationship starts functioning like emotional dependency instead of emotional connection. That's why people often feel emotionally trapped inside manipulative dynamics. The nervous system becomes conditioned around relief cycles repeatedly. This is why it feels addictive. A lot of people think they are addicted to the person. Often they are addicted to the emotional cycle. Anxiety, relief, distance, connection, fear, validation. That repeated emotional contrast creates powerful nervous system conditioning. And over time, the manipulative relationship starts affecting attention, identity, emotional stability, and self-worth. That's why manipulative relationships often consume people mentally. The nervous system becomes trapped constantly seeking emotional resolution. Not because the relationship feels peaceful, but because the brain becomes conditioned to chase temporary relief from emotional instability. Manipulation creates attention fixation. One of the strongest signs of emotional dependency is constant mental fixation, replaying conversations, monitoring reactions, analyzing behavior, waiting for messages, anticipating mood shifts. That attention fixation drains emotional energy because your nervous system stays mentally occupied by the relationship constantly. And emotionally exhausted people become easier to influence because exhaustion weakens clarity. The more emotionally destabilized someone becomes, the harder it becomes to think objectively. That's why manipulative relationships often disconnect people from their routines, goals, friendships, confidence, and identity gradually. The relationship dynamic slowly becomes the emotional center of their life. And eventually people stop recognizing how much psychological space the manipulation is consuming. Dependency grows when you stop trusting yourself. Manipulative people become most powerful when self-trust weakens. Because once people stop trusting their own perception, they start relying emotionally on the manipulative person for stability, reassurance, validation, and clarity. Now, emotional dependency grows stronger because the nervous system no longer feels emotionally safe independently. That's why manipulative dynamics often create fear around separation. Not because the relationship is healthy, but because the nervous system became conditioned around emotional survival inside the cycle. And eventually, people confuse emotional dependency with love because the attachment feels psychologically intense. But emotional intensity is not always connection. Sometimes it is emotional conditioning. How you break emotional dependency. The moment you stop chasing relief, manipulation starts losing power. Because manipulative people often maintain control through emotional instability itself. That's why self-trust matters so much. You have to start paying attention to patterns instead of emotional highs. How do you feel around this person consistently? More calm? Or more anxious? More grounded? Or more emotionally dependent? Because healthy relationships do not require constant emotional survival mode. They do not require endless anxiety, confusion, emotional monitoring, or fear of withdrawal to maintain connection. The real shift happens when your nervous system stops depending on another person to create emotional stability for you. Because once self-trust returns, emotional dependency starts breaking. And the moment emotional dependency breaks, manipulation loses control. Thank you for watching. This is MindStickz.